After several flights were cancelled by Indigo, the priority as far as consumer safety and the flyer's safety and convenience is concerned, that has taken priority as far as the high courts are concerned. India's aviation sector is clearly grappling with one of its biggest crises, with Indigo, the country's largest airline, cancelling thousands of flights since early December, leaving passengers stranded and distraught across airports nationwide. Today, the CEO and top management were expected before the inquiry committee. The meeting has now been shifted to tomorrow. The crisis is now echoing all the way to the Supreme Court and the Delhi High Court. While the Apex Court called the situation serious, it stopped short of direct intervention. All right, now we're getting you some big breaking news on the story, where amid the Indigo crisis fallout, Delhi High Court questioned the sharp spike in airfare, noting tickets previously available for 5,000 had surged to 30,000 to 35,000. The court went on to ask, if there were a crisis, how could other airlines be allowed to take advantage? How can fares jump to 35,000 to 39,000? The court also went on to ask, how could other carriers start charging these amounts? How can this happen? Is what the bench asked. Remember, that is the big breaking news that we're getting you as far as the crackdown on Indigo is concerned. The ASG, Chetan Sharma, representing the centre, responded saying that this is the first time the ministry has intervened. We have capped the fares, and this cap itself is a stringent regulatory action. Delhi High Court has also pulled up centre and concerned authorities over the Indigo chaos, saying, why did such a situation even precipitate? What steps were taken to assist the passengers? Well, that is the big breaking news that we're getting you at this point in time. My colleague Sabyasachi Roy is getting us more on the story. Sabyasachi, clearly as far as the court is concerned, they are not having it at all. They are coming down heavily against the airlines, asking that how could there be a surge to the tune of 30 to 35,000 rupees for a ticket that initially was priced at 5,000 rupees, and how could the other airlines be allowed to take an advantage of such a situation?
Well, that's right. The Delhi High Court has pulled up the central government as well as the airline Indigo. Now, the Delhi High Court very categorically and clearly mentioning the fact that there has been a rise in the price of tickets as far as the airlines are concerned. We have seen that after the Indigo crisis, how the prices of tickets went high, and in fact the central government had to intervene and put a cap as far as the pricing is concerned. And that is a very question which the Delhi High Court have asked the central government, that how could the other airlines in such a crisis situation increase their flight ticket to multiple times. Now the Delhi High Court also asked the central government what kind of help has been provided to the passengers who have been stranded in various airports for multiple of days. In fact, what is the current status of refund, and how in fact the central government is planning to provide the missing luggage of all the passengers. Now, these were the questions that was being asked by the Delhi High Court to the government. In fact, the government states that this was the first time that the government had to intervene. Now, the government also pointed out that the government from a very long time wanted to implement the FDTL norms, but in fact in the month of November, the airline, the Indigo, had asked for extension. Now this particular question remains, that why did the extension after extension given to the airlines, despite the fact that on the other hand, the other airlines were continuously complying with the FDTL norms. Whether whether Indigo had taken for granted the central government, whether they had the monopoly because they hold the largest share as far as the aviation industry is concerned. So all of these questions were put across, but the Delhi High Court clearly reprimanding the central government as well as the Indigo Airlines. In fact, the court went to an extent to say that it shows that it could be a system failure as well.
Well, Sabyasachi, this entire fiasco does beg several answers. To begin with, as far as the government is concerned, they maintain that the ministry has intervened for the first time, and this entire responsibility about figuring out the roster lies with the airline. Does this hold merit? Does this hold water at all? Because what they go on to say is that the fact that they have capped the fares, the prices, that itself is a stringent measure. But is the court convinced with it?
Well, see, the measures that has been taken by the ministry so far, see, as far as capping of the prices are concerned, see, the court have agreed to the steps taken by the ministry, but the court really questioned that how did the airlines raised their fare so much at the time of the crisis? How could they do it without the approval from the government? Now, that question remains. In fact, we had seen that after the prices went high, in fact, after a couple of days, the ministry took this matter into consideration, and they had put a cap as far as the pricing is concerned. Now, various stringent measures have been taken by the ministry as far as Indigo is concerned. Now, the ministry also have reduced the number of flights. They have cut short. In fact, the DGCA in their earlier notification had said that 5% of Indigo's flight in the winter scheduling will be cut. But in the meeting that the Indigo officials had with Ram Mohan Naidu, in fact, in that meeting, the minister himself said that no, not 5%, but it will be 10% flight cut. Now, this step has been taken to normalize the situation. In fact, the ministry have also asked Indigo to present them a revised schedule as far as winter scheduling is concerned, and they have also told them that they need to comply with the FDTL norm as soon as possible, and they need to start hiring at a full force to match the ratio of the flights as well as the pilots. So these are some of the stringent measures that they have the ministry has taken. In fact, the minister himself in multiple occasions have clearly stated that people who are accountable will be held responsible, and he didn't shy away from naming Indigo that yes, Indigo is responsible for the crisis and it was intentional. So this was one of the important words which has been time and again mentioned by Minister Ram Mohan Naidu and the DGCA, who also will be held responsible. In fact, the minister also pointed out that after holding Indigo accountable, next the question mark, the investigation definitely will take place as far as DGCA is concerned, because at the end of the day, it was a job of the DGCA to make sure that as a regulator, all the norms and the regulations are being followed by all the airlines in given time.
Absolutely, Sabyasachi. Kindly stay with us. We're getting some more breaking news at this point in time, and I will come back to you to get more information on it. As far as the DGCA directing Indigo CEO is concerned, he has been asked to submit full data. Well, that is the big breaking news that we're getting you at this point in time. DGCA directs Indigo CEO to submit full data on the disruptions, asks the Indigo to submit full report on flight restoration, refunds, bag delays. CEO of Indigo has also been seeking extension to depose before inquiry panel. Indigo CEO has been asking to depose tomorrow instead of today. Well, that is the big breaking news that we're getting you at this point in time. The DGCA directs Indigo CEO to submit a full data on the disruptions which caused inconvenience to several flyers over the last week. The DGCA has asked Indigo to submit the full report on flight restoration, refunds and bag delays. Indigo CEO, in the meanwhile, has sought an extension to depose before the inquiry panel, where he was supposed to depose today. He's now seeking time to depose tomorrow. My colleague Sabyasachi continues to be with us. Well, Sabyasachi, this is the big breaking news that we're getting you at this point in time. Is that the DGCA has specifically asked the Indigo CEO to submit the full data on disruption, including the report on a flight restoration, refunds and the bag delays. Now, while the CEO is seeking an extension to depose before the inquiry panel tomorrow, what do we know about DGCA? Is that request going to be granted?
See, the DGCA, in fact, the committee which has been formed by MOCA, the CEO of the Indigo was supposed to appear in front of the committee today. Now, the Indigo CEO has sought for an extension that he would appear in front of the committee tomorrow. Now, what we have accessed from the sources within the DGCA is that the DGCA has directed the Indigo CEO to submit full data on the disruption, full report on flight restoration, the refunds, the bag delays, the network recovery status and priority aid for vulnerable packs, and also the pilot crew strength, hiring plan, as far as the FDTL shortage prevention as well. See, yesterday after the meeting took place between Ram Mohan Naidu and the CEO of Indigo. Now, in that meeting, Indigo had told the ministry that till November 6, all the refunds to the passengers has been given. Now the ministry has told to the Indigo officials that they need to update the DGCA as well as the ministry every single day about the status of the refunds as well as the status of the missing luggages are concerned. Now Indigo says that till now they have refunded around 829 crore to the passenger, and out of 9,000 missing luggage, more than 4,500 luggage have been returned to the passengers, and in the coming days all the luggages will be returned back. So this assurance has been given by the Indigo officials to the ministry, but ministry clearly have not minced its words. In fact, they have been stating that they need to update every single day about the status. In fact, the ministry also send out its officials to different airports across the country to see whether the crowds are being managed properly, whether the flights are running on time. So for a full normalcy to return, it might take a couple of days, as Indigo says that they are trying to get back to normalcy. In fact, what was interesting to see that in the reasoning that they have, the reply that they have given to the ministry, they have cited multiple of reasons. Out of 5 reasons, the last reason is the FDTL, which the government says is one of the most important reasons why the crisis has happened.
Well, Sabyasachi, at the heart of this entire crisis lies the convenience of the passengers. The passengers, the flyers were taken for a ride. Now, the court also went on to ask that what steps were taken to assist the passengers by the airlines, and why did such a situation even precipitate? What does the airline have to say about that? Why was there lack of communication to inform the flyers and passengers before they arrived at the airport about the roster change, so that they should not have even showed up at the airports?
Well, definitely. The airlines have cited multiple reasons for the crisis. They have mentioned about the weather condition. They have mentioned about the winter scheduling. They have also spoken about the FDTL norms. But clearly, one of the major reasons why this crisis happened is the FDTL norm, which clearly the Indigo has not complied with the central government, and time and again they have been sorting for extension after extension, and that is the very reason why the High Court even pointed out that what was the problem for the Indigo officials or the Indigo management to comply with the FDTL norms when you have other airlines like Air Asia, Air India as well as Akasa who have been complying with the FDTL norm. In fact, they also, what is most important to note, Samir, is that the High Court also pulled up the central government, stating that it could be a system failure as well, because what we had seen a couple of days back, lakhs of people suffering because of the flights getting cancelled, and it was a job of the regulator at the end of the day to make sure that all the norms are being followed by the airlines.
Absolutely, Sabyasachi. Thank you for getting us all those details. We shall leave it at that for the moment.